Leon Phoenix here, and today we're gonna
And
be reacting to
Nicole.
scary short videos with Cameron the Wolf and Tay Tay. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, you can get ready now.
Get to it, bitches. And let's have nightmares, yeah.
Cameron, what?
Cameron's good.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna start
Don't
with the
jinx
first
us, my
scary
dude.
video, which is the bridge. Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
We're ready to be
Yeah.
traumatized.
Let me just. There we go.
The bridge.
Cameron, shut up.
So this story takes place when I was about 16 years old. At my school, I played for the volleyball team, and every year we would go to a
Ooh.
camp and do
Volleyball's
volunteer
lame.
work for this guy.
Shut up.
The camp was in the middle of nowhere. When we got to the
Ooh.
camp, we immediately
concerned.
started
Yay.
to work until 8
Why
p.m.
is it nowhere?
This was around October, so it was already dark at 8. My two friends and I were sitting around the fire, trying to figure out something we could do so we weren't so bored. We heard that there was a small river down the hill from the camp, and we thought we could check it out.
Why would you want to do that at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
in the middle of nowhere?
Bro, that's white people shit right there.
That is white people shit. Like, they trip on the air.
That's white people
when they're
shit, bro.
running.
That's four.
Dude.
Bam. They get.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so white.
They're back up. See, me as a Hispanic black person, I would have ran my ass off.
I would have been like, nah, if you guys want to die, you can go. I'm not going with you, bro.
Imagine you say hey Kaden, you don't see me, you see an outline like blinking. I'm gone.
Dude.
Just been like,
Okay.
The problem was that it was some guy's property, and the owner of the camp told us to not disturb him since the guy was a little strange.
fuck the guy.
We weren't really supposed to
Uh-oh.
leave
Pedophile?
Cameron, why? Do you want to get shot?
Pedophile? Is the owner of the property a pedophile? Who wants to play bet?
For reasons
No,
Let's
I
play
don't
bet.
know.
only.
I want to bet pedophile.
As soon as he would have said that, I would have been gone already. Like, I don't want to get shot. You feel me? I want to live.
I
I bet he's a
day.
pedophile.
I agree with you
I
on that.
bet $10 on pedophile.
I bet $2 on murderer. What about you, Cameron?
Same thing. Murder.
Which one?
the
Okay.
camp,
I'm the
but being
I'm
16
the
years
murderer.
old, we loved breaking the rules.
That's
Yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah.
You love
Typical
breaking
teenager,
the rules.
We love
Typical
breaking the
teenager.
here.
Typical white people shit. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
God.
We walked about 10 minutes from the camp and
Sounds like we're
finally
high.
reached the river. It was bigger than we expected, and there was a large wooden bridge that crossed it. The
Suspicious.
bridge was about 20 feet long and was big enough to let a truck go
Is
over it.
someone gonna jump off it?
My two
Don't go near
friends
that
and I
bridge.
decided
Don't
to go
go
under
near
the
that
bridge
bridge.
and check it out.
Cameron!
As we were walking by the shoreline, we saw two headlights off in the distance.
See what I tell you. Now all your
Yeah.
ass about to
Wow.
get clapped. Your ass about to get
Wow.
clapped.
They're gonna get people. Get out of there.
Moving
I
toward
bet one of the friends are gonna die.
the bridge, so we bolted underneath it and hid.
Right, go on
We
in.
then heard the truck roll over our heads and to the other side. My friends and I chilled there for a while, just talking and throwing rocks in the water. It was about 8:30 at this time, and now it was pretty much pitch black. That's when
I'd
we
say
started
dip
to
out.
hear a slow rumble in the distance.
Dip,
The same truck
He's back.
come back, and this time it was
Dip,
moving much
dip.
slower.
Now.
We stayed
He knows where you are. If he's going very
put under the bridge,
Yeah.
stifling our laughter.
Man, put your head back
After.
down.
Eventually, the truck moved over the
Oh,
bridge,
yeah, go put
but
your
rather
head
than
back
going over to the other
Dude, about to get
side,
that spot.
the truck stopped right on top of us. The only thing you could hear was the rushing water and the hum of the engine. Then, the door of the truck swung
The
open,
bridge is gonna
and
drop.
out came a
Oh,
loud
no.
thump on top of the bridge.
Uh-oh.
Then we heard a loud
got out of
scream
the car.
saying, "I know you're out there! I'm gonna find you!"
Nah, you're cooked.
Oh shit.
No,
Cameron, you're
No,
cooked.
no.
no, no.
Get out of there. No, no.
Tilly, my lord. No, wrong one. No. I would.
They better run like the Flash, dude.
No, no.
No, I'm gone. See, me, I wouldn't be in this predicament.
Whole ass.
They
Whole
just better run like those three boys
Oh.
better run like the Flash, dude.
That's ass.
I looked at my friends, and they were both shaking in fear. This must have been the crazy property owner, and he seemed pissed that we were on his land. He
Uh-oh.
started screaming and saying he was going to hurt us if he finds us. We could see that he had a flashlight and he was swinging it around looking for us. We heard loud thumps as he walked around a little bit, calling out for us, and thank God he never went under the bridge. Eventually, it went silent, and it sounded as if he went back into his truck. I was too terrified to move. We sat there for about 10 minutes, and then my one friend, who we'll call Trevor, whispered in my ear, saying that we have to go. I gave him a quick nod, and in slow motion we moved out from under the bridge. We started to army crawl on the shoreline of the river, and I remember looking behind me to see the top of the bridge. I saw a white Ford F-150. In the driver's
Oh no. Oh shit, they're getting
seat
caught.
was the man, staring right at me with a sinister smile, and he even gave me a little wave.
Pause that, pause that, pause that. What the
Not a smile, dude.
You see that? Nah. he
No.
deserved it.
The moment I see that,
No.
I'd run.
Yeah, book.
Nah, see,
Pedophile.
me, I
Yeah.
would've fucked
At
up.
that moment, I screamed and ran. My friend saw me run and took off after me. I could hear screaming from behind us. I took a quick glance behind me and saw that he was chasing after us, and I couldn't quite
Oh,
make
holy
out the
shit.
Nah.
Bro, no.
Nah, dog. Nah, dog.
No.
object in his hand, but
Oh,
it seemed to
ass.
be a weapon of some sort. We ran into the forest and ducked behind a bush. It was pitch black in the forest, and we couldn't hear a thing. We sat there for a while,
They're
just
kids,
shaking.
bro.
The man never
Yeah.
walked by us, and we never heard him. After we gathered our courage, we got up and walked back to camp, got into our tents, and tried to fall asleep. The next morning, we talked to the camp owner about the man that owned the property of the river. The camp owner said that he didn't know much about the man, but he knows that he has some mental problems and he'd been accused of assault. I am so happy that we were able to escape from underneath the bridge. I can't imagine what would have happened if
Yeah.
he caught us.
Oh my god, that gave me a little bit of chills.
Cooked.
I don't like that.
That already gave me some chills at the freaking end there with the.
What the fuck? I didn't
Play
like
War Thunder
that.
now. Join millions of players
Oh.
across the globe in massive battles on
Nah, I ain't promoting nothing.
What?
Massive battles.
Next video
Totally
is
not
called
sponsored,
Pizza Delivery
guys.
Stories.
I'm
This
lucky I'm not
happened 4
recording this
years
for my
ago when I
channel.
was-
I'm not recording
Ooh,
this for my channel.
pizzeria. Pizzeria.
This
Everyone's
one's,
talking at once.
I'm not recording this
Okay,
for
we
my
should
channel.
only talk when I pause the video.
Yes, sir.
Got that cleared?
Still in high
Yeah.
school.
Yes, sir.
I was told to do my last delivery of my shift. I got in my car, which was a 1999 Camry, perfect for delivering
Ooh.
pizzas.
New.
I GPSed the address on my phone. I live upstate in the country, so all pizza deliveries were long drives. I remember the sun was starting to set, so it was
Suspicious
probably
already.
around 7 o'clock. I'd say after a good 15 minutes of driving through the foresty dirt roads, my GPS said I had arrived. It was an old little cottage like
See, it's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Oh yeah, get out of there.
With a
Run.
Look at that. That is an old abandoned house.
Dude, look at the vines, dude. I don't like this.
Yeah, get out of here.
Nah, dog. Nah,
No.
dog.
Nah. Hold
Like
that
house.
ass.
made almost entirely of wood. It was sitting all by itself in the middle of absolutely nothing but forest. The lawn was completely unkept, as the grass was almost at knee height. I was used to this kind of thing,
God.
so I didn't think much of it. I took the pizza to the front door. There was no doorbell, so I knocked loudly on the door. Within 10 seconds, I heard the sound of
Drop it
footsteps
on the-
being
Look at
made on the
those eyes.
inside of the house.
Drop it on the floor
The
and
footsteps
drive.
made it to the door and stopped.
Oh, he gotta get the money, Cameron. Come back, money.
You gotta get that money, bro.
You gotta
Touche,
get that
touche,
money, cash
touche.
money.
I would- Well, at least tell him to drop the money under the door and like just pick it up from the bottom, because I would be hauling.
You think a country dude's gonna do that?
Touche.
Right. Okay,
Look at them eyes. Look at them eyes, bro.
I
Marvel
started to
having
feel
enough.
uneasy. I got the feeling that I was being watched. And that's when I noticed there was a peephole in the door. "It's the pizza guy," I called out. I heard a low, harsh-sounding voice on the other side of the door, telling me to bring the pizza out back.
Nah. You can come up. You can come. You come in the front.
Nah, dog.
I ain't going
Nah.
over there. That's a trap.
Me and
Nah,
Kevin-
nah.
me and
Dude, I
Kevin-
would've just been like,
Me and Ted would be the friends hiding behind the car. Just being like,
Nah.
No,
You'd be
I,
the ones
this
in
is
the
why
car
when I'm old
waiting.
enough, this is why when I'm old enough, I'm getting a gun, dude. Like, nah.
No, I did. I'm
No.
gonna keep it on
No.
my waistband.
I know.
You gotta keep yourself
Cameron,
strapped.
See, you and Tay would have been at the car warming up the car, so I'll be running and I hop in the window. I'm like, let's drive.
Oh,
let's
yeah.
drive.
We had to get away.
Drive, just drive.
Okay, let's continue.
I didn't like the idea of going back there. Something didn't seem right.
Exactly.
Are you sure, sir? I called out. He didn't answer my question. The sound of footsteps didn't move away from the door, so I had the feeling he was still watching me. I almost found myself walking back to my car, but I decided I didn't want any trouble with my boss. The last time I brought a pizza back, he gave me attitude, so I reluctantly walked through the uncut grass and around the small house to the back. I remember there was a shed and a little patio back there. In the patio, there was a table with 4 chairs surrounding it. In one of the chairs, facing
Predict. What is this guy? I think he's a cannibal.
Yep, cannibal. Cannibal vibes.
Why would you live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere in the woods and then order a pizza?
I would.
Kind of suspicious. I mean, I would too, but the man's.
I
got
mean, if
pizza.
the Wi-Fi be good.
Nah.
away from me, I saw the head of somebody sitting in the seat. I began
Oh, no.
walking over and said, "Excuse me," but the person didn't even move an inch. "Excuse
No,
me," I said
they're
again
dead.
louder.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
from
yeah.
behind
cut
me,
him
Look at
off.
him
I
trembling.
heard, "Psst."
Don't put it in my ear.
Oh, no, not over there.
Oh shit!
Imagine you get the pizza. It's like over here.
Oh,
I
hell
was
no.
Hell
Oh, hell no, bitch.
We
Over
be out, bitches.
Here.
Nah,
I turned around to see a man poking his head out from the corner of the house.
Is he?
That looks like a zombie
Nah.
cannibal.
I thought he was naked. I thought he was naked.
He has a shirt.
Bro looks half dead.
Right. He's a zombie. Look at that.
Look at that stain on his shirt,
That's
no.
not a face either his
Uh.
mother could love.
Looking at me with a crazed smile. "Come over here, I want to show you something."
Hell no.
I
you
freaked
come over
out,
here.
turned around, and ran around the house in the opposite direction.
What the fuck?
Did he drop the pizza?
No, who the fuck is this?
What? Sandrina
Who the
Easter
fuck
egg.
is that?
Back to my car, for some reason still holding the pizza.
Bro, we gotta play Granny for
I
a
got in
No,
my
who
car,
bought that
started it,
pizza?
and got away from
All
there.
of us gotta
On my way back to the
next
pizzeria.
video and play Granny, bro. That's our next.
Nah.
That's our next video, baby.
Back
I
to the
pulled-
video.
Pulled over to the side of the road and
that's-
called the police. Eventually, I was informed that there was no sign of anybody having been in that house for a long time.
What the?
See me?
Nah, dog.
She's like,
Oh,
"Fuck that. You ain't
no.
gonna come over here? I'm leaving.
No.
I quit my delivery
no
job a few
way.
days after that. I have no idea what would have happened to me had I gone up to that man, but to this day, I still wish I just turned my head to see who or what was sitting in that patio chair.
Oh shit!
I told you that bitch was dead.
Cannibal.
I told you that bitch was dead.
Okay, next video. The Motel animated.
No, thank you.
No, we
The
always.
motel,
Come on
the
now.
motel, bitches. Yeah.
I've only been to one motel in my life and I hated it.
I think I did as a kid, or me and the Phoenix did as kids.
I really like the Hilton Hotel, not sponsored by the way, but it's really good, and
Yeah.
their breakfast is amazing.
Yeah.
Gonna get some bacon, waffles, get some sausages.
That's what it again. Get some
I like
sausages.
Hilton Hotel, by the way.
Anyway, let's get into it. Let's
continue.
I was
Wait, is this our
19 years
fourth-
old
no,
at the
this is our
time,
third
working
video
at a
we've
sketchy
done.
motel. The motel was pretty run down, and the majority of
Get out
people
of
who
there
stayed there
immediately.
were locals that were just
Ruh-roh.
doing things they
Look at
weren't
the story. Hey,
supposed
yo,
to.
what was that?
Pretty run down, and the majority
Look
of
over
people who
here.
stayed there were
Right.
locals that were just doing things they weren't supposed to be doing.
What the fuck?
Let's just say
Sex.
the cops came by multiple times
This one,
a week,
did you get that gunshot?
doing things
A
they weren't supposed to
murder?
be doing.
Gunshot.
Let's just say the cops came by multiple times a week.
Nah.
I worked as both a
Nah,
front desk
bro.
person, checking
Why
in
would
these
you
creeps
work
all
there?
hours of the night, and as a housekeeper who got to clean up their nasty, vomit-smelling rooms afterwards.
No.
One
way.
afternoon,
Dude,
I was working as a house...
Oh, what the fuck? Nah,
First
bitch.
of all,
Fun.
there's no way they
That's
did
my
not do.
job,
You
bitch.
would not pay me enough to.
There's no way they didn't do things to that girl that we can't talk about on YouTube.
Cameron,
No way.
Have you watched this video before?
No.
Pre-watching.
Anyway,
I'm positive.
I would.
It is.
There's no way I would stay here. No way.
second building of the motel on the backside furthest from the office. I hated working over there because it not only had the most worn down rooms, but it was always pretty vacant over there and way too quiet for comfort. I began cleaning one of my last rooms and wanted to get
Oh,
done in a
God.
hurry because it was getting late.
Right. It's time to haul
I was washing the mirror in the room that I was cleaning
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
when all of a sudden,
What the
I saw a man in the reflection staring at me. He was mid-50s.
Nah, look at that.
Nah,
dirty
nah.
hole.
Look at that.
I'm getting the sword out, bro.
Is that a fucking mole on his nose? Is he a witch?
I'm getting the sword out. Let me just
What's that
Yeah.
on his
Sword it out.
nose, dude?
Can't have a sword in a
What's on
motel,
his
Cameron.
nose?
I'm getting the sword. Bro, my OC is instantly fucking getting the sword out. No.
dirty, with long, greasy hair. Startled, I
Oh.
screamed, "Oh my god." I told him he scared me. The room I was currently cleaning was vacant, so there was
First of all,
no
why is there
reason
a
why
man's
this
voice?
man should have been in
Bitch,
there
I got
watching me
chicken
clean.
skin.
However, we just had a meeting on customer satisfaction, and my boss was really pressuring us to be more polite and help the guests any way we could. Sir? I asked him cautiously. Can I get you anything? Towels? The man just stared back at me with a crooked grin and held out his hands to me.
Oh, what the fuck?
I thought
What's
maybe
that?
he was handing me a tip for cleaning his room earlier, but when I looked down, I saw he was holding a $100 bill.
Nah, he wants something from you.
Nah, it's something more.
Nah,
He
dog.
wants to do the hanky panky. Why else would you tip a girl $100 for no reason? Unless you're Mr. Beast, but we don't talk about that.
Oh my god.
Keep that shit on the down low.
Yeah.
Alarms
There's no
started
way.
going off in my head.
Sexual is not happening here.
No one tips $100 on a $40 a night room.
Please.
The man just smiled and said his name was Terry. He said he was staying in the room next door with his wife Sherry and sort of joked about their names rhyming. He smelled like car oil and alcohol. When I asked him why he was trying to hand me $100, he laughed deep in his throat and said, "Me and my wife were watching you, and we just wanted to have fun with you."
I knew it.
Hey,
He
yo.
wanted to do the hanky
Hey,
panky.
yo! Whoa,
What is that hanky-panky?
Nah, dog. I don't like this.
Nah,
Skip it.
Imagine,
Can we-
Tay-Tay, he went up to you and had
Can we-
or
Can,
you.
can we skip this, please? Can we skip this?
No, we need to finish it. Don't be a pussy,
I'm
Cameron.
kidding. I'm
Don't be a
kidding.
pussy.
Don't be a pussy.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I felt like my heart jumped into my throat. No, I can't do that, sir. I'm sorry. I wanted to run out of the room screaming, but he was blocking the door, my only exit.
I would kick him in the balls and
Yeah.
I learned that if you
Hold
kick them
that
in the
ass.
balls, they instantly fall down. And if they stand proud after you kick them in the balls, you're fucked. Instantly. Imagine you kick someone in the balls, like this guy in the balls, and he stands proud and not falling to the floor. You're fucked.
Phoenix? What the fuck?
The man smiled again, taking on a softer tone
See, look at that.
of voice, and invited me to come into his room to meet his wife.
Back away.
Just
Back away. I got the sword out.
He wants her to go meet his wife. I was like, okay.
What's
this is
that
a
on
ball
his beard?
ass.
What's the white shit on his beard?
I got the sword.
don't
Back
know.
away.
Crust?
Back away. I got the sword.
to talk
Imagine
as
his
friends.
fucking cum.
No, don't say that shit on here.
We can't say that on
Monetized.
YouTube. We can't say that on YouTube.
It probably
Get my
fucking
ass
is.
monetized.
I nervously told him no again, and that I had a lot of work to do for the day.
Right, no,
I prayed
no.
to God he would just go away, and eventually he did.
Consent. can't.
He grunted and walked off in what I
Eventually
assumed to be
did.
the
I would've
direction
just
of his room.
confronted him right there. Or at least tried
My
to.
mind began racing. There is no wife, I
Get out of
thought.
there, girl.
This man could try and kidnap me. I was 110 pounds at the time and not very strong. He could easily overpower
Smart.
me. I locked the room from the inside and went directly to the phone to call my manager at the front desk, but the phone wasn't
He's gonna
working.
break into the door. There's no way he's gonna
Adrenaline
break into
began
the door.
pumping through my veins, and
He's gonna do it. Here's Johnny having ass.
Here's Johnny Allen.
From The Shining.
despite what I was always told not to do, I was panicking. Did he cut the line? No, I thought. This is a crappy motel. It happens all the time. But I just have to get out. I remembered that I had my cell phone out on my housekeeping card, but that was outside the locked door. I'd have to open the door to get it.
I got my
I
sword out.
cautiously opened
This is why girls should have pepper sprays with them at all times, or a gun, preferably.
Actually, I agree with that, Phoenix. I agree with that.
the door to the room that I was cleaning and peered out.
Bro,
I
I
didn't
think
see
Jake's
anyone,
dead,
so
bro.
I frantically began searching my cart for my cell phone.
Wait, he took it. He took it.
I was wasting too much time looking for it, so I just decided to run as fast as I could and make a break for the front desk in the office. Then from behind me, I heard the man again, but this time he was screaming to someone else, "She's running, she's getting away."
Get out of there. Get out of there now. Now.
Nah, dog, run.
I could hear his shoes
Yeah.
slamming against the
Yeah.
pavement after me. I quickly turned the corner, grabbed my keycard, and let myself into a stockroom and locked the door. Within moments, I heard the sound of the dirty guy and someone else running outside, searching for me. I stayed in that stockroom for 30 minutes shaking until I could no longer hear him searching for me. I finally got the courage to run the rest of the way to the front desk. When I made it there, I collapsed into my boss's arms and he called the police. The man and whoever else was in the room with him peeled out before the cops could arrive, and I was beyond shaken up. According to the police who ran a search, this wasn't the first time he had done something like this, and he was actually wanted for sexual assault.
I knew it.
No.
I knew it. What did I say? What did I
Read
say?
this. Read this. Ray, I can't say that word. Jail booking, petty theft, and hit and run, sexual assault, petty theft, and aggravated something.
What the fuck?
He's a registered something.
Gross sexual
this is
imposition,
why-
and
this is
in
why we
the
don't
past
trust
was
random
once
people.
charged with rape. A few weeks later, on what happened to be my birthday, this guy was caught. A few weeks after that, I quit.
Well, that was a nice birthday present.
For real, dude.
For real. Bro, it can't be true.
One reason to try
Freaking
Zaxby's
Neon
new chicken finger
traumatizing
tacos?
that
We'll give you
Phoenix
two.
people.
Chipotle
Ooh,
ranch and avocado BLT.
for real.
Knock knock. Hi there.
Bro, are we
I'd
gonna get
love to
copyrighted
show
for these
you what a
ads?
K-12
Are you gonna
powered
get
school
copyrighted for
is
these
really
ads,
like.
Phoenix?
Man, don't know.
Alright.
Okay, there's 2 more stories.
And then we'll see if maybe after a video Phoenix will be up to cool.
It was approaching the end of summer, and my friends and I wanted to do some cool, mischievous things
Because
before
I got
going
an
back to
idea for
school.
one.
So, we had the genius idea one night to sneak into a
Why
nearby
did
community
that,
pool.
why did that black girl look for that one thing from friggin' American Dad? That one girl from American Dad. I forgot her name.
Let's see. I don't know her name.
It was actually only a couple blocks away. It's right smack in the middle of a residential area, so instead of sitting on a main road or something, it actually just sat around a bunch of houses on a quiet road.
Why would you want to sneak into a pool at night?
Yeah, like, well, who would
3
want?
a.m., that's
Yeah,
freaky hours.
yeah, who would want a skinny dip at night, bro?
Right, 3 a.m., that's when the freaks come out at night.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
For real, dog.
During a hot day, the little parking lot would be full and the spot would be bustling. But at 1 in the morning, the place was of course dead. There's obviously a big fence surrounding the whole front entrance, as well as a cage that gets closed up when the place closes. So our best way was to get in through the
But all you have to do is hop over the fence. That's a
Yeah, but why would you?
in.
Yeah, but why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that though?
Because they're mischievous teenagers, they said.
Sure.
It's
as well as a cage that gets closed up when the place closes. So our best way was to get in through the side. We snuck into the backyard of a neighboring house and hopped the fence over to the pool.
Like imagine,
We snuck into the backyard.
like you try to hop over this fence, one wrong move and my balls, my balls. You hop the fence. No, that's gotta
Yard of a
hurt.
neighboring house and hopped the fence over to the pool. It was as easy as that. The four of us took off our shirts and jumped into the pool, which in retrospect wasn't smart, since any
Right. Right. Any neighbor can hear you and call the cops on you immediately. Like
Yeah.
a parent or something.
of the neighbors could have heard the splashes and just called the police. But we were dumb high schoolers. It was very, very dark within that whole enclosing. This pool had no lights, which is why it closed at sunset. James, Courtney, and Alyssa were on the other side of the pool, as I was just kind of doing my own thing at first, swimming around and getting my face wet. I saw Alyssa get out of the pool shortly after and run away.
Why she run like that? She must have saw something.
Get out of there. That is instantly suspicion. That is instant suspicion. That is instant suspicion.
If
Get the
you
fuck.
see me run out the pool, what you think?
Something touched you?
I was saying, like, imagine you're in the pool, right, and you see me get up and haul ass. What would you think?
You saw something, bitch?
Yeah.
I swam over to see what was going on. She was just going to the water fountain, though. The three of us just bopped around in the water for a bit, and eventually we heard Alyssa jump back into the pool from the other side. It was too dark to see much more than her black
That
hair
is not
covering
her.
her.
That is not her. That is not her. That is not her. I'm getting the sword. I'm getting the sword.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Phoenix,
She was walking back
you
to
go
the pool.
sacrifice yourself. We'll be right here.
She's right there.
Get out of there, whole ass. Get the fuck.
In a fucky wucky right now.
Three of us in the pool looked
Yep.
at each other. I know they were doing the same thing as me, counting heads. There were three of us on this side of the pool, and here came Alyssa walking over to our side. So who was that on the other side? Alyssa got in.
Why would
No,
I
get
get
out of there.
if I would have saw that, I would have swam my ass back up to the ladder.
Yep.
Ran, jump over
Yep.
the fence.
Yep.
Screw
Yep.
my friends. I want survival.
But the three of us were distracted, looking at the head bopping around the water across the pool. James said across the pool, "Who is that?" Not even 2 seconds later, the head went underwater and disappeared from view.
Oh, hell, you better run.
Yep.
That's me
No.
running.
Hell no. I don't think Kay's alive. I think we traumatized her.
Oh my god.
We did.
We traumatized her.
We
I'm
traumatized
scared.
you. I've been asking you questions for the past minute.
Sorry, I froze.
We took this time to whisper to each other, mostly things like, what should we do? What if that's security? And should we run?
Hell yeah.
Suddenly I felt
Why would
something
that
grab my
be
leg with
Oh shit, he got dragged under the water.
force and tried pulling me down into the water. I
Holy
kicked,
shit.
splashed, and yelled for help.
I'm about to dip. If he was
Yeah.
if he was a real homie, his friend would have helped him out. But most of the time,
Yeah.
he's gonna run away.
James came over to pull me out of the pool,
And that's a
while the
true
girls
friend
were
right there.
already running for it, screaming.
Right, running like pussies.
Yep.
It wasn't until I got to the stairs of the pool that the grip on my leg was released and I was free. We hopped the same fence we climbed over to get in and ran all the way back to Alyssa's house. I was convinced that whoever that was a security guard. That is, until they literally tried to pull me under the water.
Right.
We don't know
Yeah.
what to think. There are a few possibilities. Maybe it was just another kid messing with us, maybe it was a security guard who went way too far, or most likely, it was a dangerous person who had ill intent.
Oh,
Holy
hell
shit.
nah.
No.
Oh, hell.
Get the cross. Get the cross. Get the cross. Get the cross.
Okay, last video.
This is why I
Last video,
stopped shopping
bro.
on
We're not gonna go to
Amazon,
sleep tonight.
and you
We
should
blame
too.
him.
Don't
That's a
spend
scam.
another dime on Amazon until you
Scam.
watch.
Anyway,
Last story is called School Lockdown.
lockdown stories. What happened to the first one?
Have you guys ever had a school lockdown before?
Yes.
Yeah, well, not a real one, just a drill.
I had, I think, like 2 real ones before.
Hey, let's not talk about our personal life on YouTube. Not on YouTube.
I'm not gonna talk about that personal life. I'm not that stupid. Okay, let's just get into the story.
I'm 22 years old, fresh out of college, and I recently got a job at my old high school as a sort of computer intern.
Yo,
fresh out of college,
Someone ran into
Yeah.
the school.
and I recently got a job at my old high school as a sort of computer intern in the school basement.
Let's see if they can listen.
The basement of the
Wow.
school is very messy and
Hey, look, it's Ugander Knuckles. Look over here. Ugander Knuckles.
disorganized. But there is a small 3-person office that's actually very nice down there. It has 3 nice big desks, 2 mini fridges, a flat screen
So this is
TV
the
mounted on the wall,
Oh.
Yeah, I like to work here.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I mess with that.
Alright.
Would you work here, Cameron? Or Tay
God, yeah, sure.
I would work there. I would work there. Hell yeah. Flat
and
screen
also
TV, dude.
satisfying air
You get this
conditioning, a
expensive
luxury the
technology.
students and teachers cannot enjoy in the school. And of course, all the school servers and other computery stuff. I got the job because 3 of my old computer teachers flat out adored me. I could actually consider them as real friends, not just teacher
Our
figures.
character is
So
not
they
blonde.
all helped tremendously in landing me this job.
But see, our character is not blonde. The person running into the school was blonde. He's brown, so he's a school shooter.
Wait, what?
What? Bro, we were
If you
not paying
saw-
attention,
If
sir.
you
If you're
saw
not
on the start, you can see a guy dressed in all black running into the school. Possibly.
Ooh,
as a
actually,
guy.
that's true, dude.
It's been
Whoa.
great,
Oh no.
until something that happened a few weeks ago.
Right.
My 2 co-workers that shared the office with me, Dave and Gary, weren't in the office at the time. They were upstairs working on papers or whatever. I was eating my sandwich during my lunch break when I got a phone call from one of the women in the front office telling me the school was on lockdown and that somebody, possibly armed, had entered the school.
Oh
There
shit.
wasn't much that I could do other than turn possibly
Wait, hold
one of the
hold
women.
You can sneak out that window. Oh, that's a TV. Never mind. I thought that was a window.
Dude, I'm
Because-
be forgetting what they just said.
See, me, I would have jumped out the window. Screw that. I get fired, but survival.
Just be like jumping out the fucking window. If I have my camera on, you
Like,
guys.
imagine if a school shooter is in the school, wouldn't you not want to jump out a window and escape?
I would want to jump out the window and get out.
Yeah, touche.
Exactly.
Surprisingly, as nice as this little office was, it didn't have an actual door to it.
Oh.
Screw
Oh
this.
no.
Oh.
Screwed.
Just a big opening, and the door to the whole basement didn't even have a working lock. For my own safety, I did turn off all the lights in the office and my computer screen. I kept my phone on the desk, texting both Gary and Dave, but they wouldn't respond. I sat down there in the dark, playing games on my phone for like 20 minutes, waiting for
games
the
on your
call
phone is
from
your
up front
first
to tell me to
mistake,
resume working. I had no idea what was happening. I couldn't hear what was going on upstairs from down here. But I was not allowed to make any calls until I was informed that the lockdown was over.
Screw that. I'm gonna call my mama. I'm gonna call everybody else.
No,
Thank you,
that's
Mama.
a good idea, Ken. Dude, that's not a good
Then
idea.
the noisy basement door opened.
Let me explain why that's not a good idea. Let me explain why that's
Door
not a good idea.
open.
Dude, because if you call someone, that door on the room is unlocked. They can probably hear it from there, and if so, you're fucked. All right, that is the.
Cameron, calm down, sir.
Calm down with the cussing.
As the creaking echoed across the basement and into my office, I
Oh,
sat up from my
shit.
seat, wondering if I should call out Gary or Dave.
Book it.
First, what you gotta do is he's on his phone, right? It might be on, so I would mute my phone and hide under the table.
Smart
Yeah,
move, sir.
I was
Taking
eager to get some
taking
info
the
from
phone would
them.
probably be a good idea.
Someone then
Like, imagine, Gary, like you're hiding, and then Gary and the other guy text you. You're fucked.
Yeah, just turn your
came
phone on
running
silent
down the
or like-
stairs, and their footsteps were
Oh, he's
approaching my office. I pushed away my chair and crawled under my desk. Somebody entered the office but did not turn on the lights.
Oh shit.
There was just silence. I can't even describe the fear I was experiencing. I felt like if I made one sudden noise, I'd be a dead man. Suddenly, my phone dinged as I got a text message.
Oh shit.
You're fucked. You're screwed.
Yep.
All the above. See, now I have a bunch of goosebumps on my legs.
I think I'm getting a little bit of goosebumps.
Oh
What
god.
about you, Tay? Goosebumps?
I got chicken skin.
Oh my god.
I felt
Oh.
my entire world shrivel up and die at that one moment as I clenched my teeth in fear. Footsteps suddenly moved closer to me until I finally dove out from under the desk in capitulation, begging whoever it was not to kill me. And just then, someone grabbed my arm and pulled me up. It was some guy in a red plaid button-up, jeans, and
I don't trust him.
Wow.
What about you guys?
I don't trust
He
him.
probably the school shooter.
Probably.
a reddish-black cap. He told me, "It's okay, I'm just down here hiding with you."
I
Mm,
don't know.
yeah,
I don't believe that.
There's
don't
two
know.
possibilities. One, he could be the school shooter and you're
Cap.
with him right now, or he's actually like he's someone hiding with you and he's an innocent man. But I don't agree with the second one.
I agree with the first one.
Yeah.
"What's going on up there?" I whispered to him. He kind of ignored my question and
See, the first one, he's the school shooter.
Yeah.
asked me if there's an exit down here.
The school shooter. Yeah. Why would you ask if there's an exit? Suspicious.
Suspicious.
I told him, "Yeah, around that way." Before he could do anything else, I asked him, "Who are you?" There was a brief moment of silence before he started explaining he was coming in to pick up his son when a teacher told him to hide.
He wouldn't tell you that. Hide like, hey, come over here. We'll hide together. Nah.
Yeah.
He's a school shooter. You're fucked. You're about to get shot.
After his explanation, I checked my phone and saw the text I received was from Dave. It said, "Dude, this is fucking crazy. Some guy with a gun
Oh no.
Oh god.
shot
Oh, God.
Mr. Buckley. He's wearing a red shirt and a hat. Whatever you do, don't come upstairs."
He's looking at you. You better take off, my boy.
Oh
I was
god.
about to reread that text out loud to the man
Why would your dumbass do that?
Yeah.
until I realized. I looked up and felt my stomach sink.
Ma dropped to
He's gonna
my
have a-
ass.
Wait. So hear me out. You could have him trust you
Man,
and then call the
Cameron,
police after he leaves.
Cameron, he is looking at him with suspicion after his heart dropped to his ass. He knows that he
Never mind.
he's a school
Never mind.
shooter. You're
Never mind.
seemed to catch on to my
Never mind. If you did it
See,
after
he
the
began
if
to
you
catch
did-
on.
if you did it
Up.
before the text.
and
You did
felt
it
my
before the
stomach
text.
sink. The man seemed to catch on to my suspicious stare. Panicking, all I could think to do was to run for the upstairs. A gunshot echoed through the basement and I could hear the bullet ricochet off something metal in the darkness. But thank God the bullet missed me and I made it upstairs. Fortunately, police were waiting at all exits, including the basement exit, and caught the man the second he opened the door. More good news, our teacher Mr. Buckley survived the gunshot. It was later determined that the man and Mr. Buckley had some beef for whatever reason, but that was never revealed. All we know is that Mr. Buckley couldn't have done anything that would have warranted this kind of reaction. And I know that the sound of that gunshot will forever echo in my mind.
Oh god, dude.
Holy
No.
Holy shit. That was escalated. That was an ending. I did that escalated. What the
I did not. I,
To react to
Oh
scary
my God.
stories.
no problem.
No. If you guys want to
She's-
see me
she's
react to scary
traumatized
stories,
now.
make sure to
She's-
like and subscribe, hit that notification button, and it's the Neo Phoenix.